Hi guys, welcome to Memo's tutorials. Today we are calculating the gradient from the first principles. So remember our general term for calculating gradient, we said it's f of x plus h minus f of x all over h. So in this case they've told us that when we're calculating it from the first principles, our h goes all the way up to 0, right? So with that being said, our first example, they want us to find from first principles the gradient of f of x is equal to 3x. F of x is equal to 3x. So in other terms, when we try to inject this on our formula there, we are having f of x plus h. So f of x plus h is going to be what? F of x plus h is going to be what? It means in place of x, we are going to write x plus h. So this is going to be 3 open bracket x plus h. And when we expand it, it's going to give us 3x plus 3h. And then for f of x, it's just what? Our 3x as it is now. So after that, the next step, we are injecting these two in our formula there. So it's going to be equal to, in place of f of x plus h, we're just going to write 3x plus 3h minus 3x all divided by h, like that. Okay. And I mustn't forget to write lim h to 0 like that. We must always maintain that. So let me do that. So f prime x is equal to h0 like that, and then I'll write my 3x plus 3h minus 3x all over h, like that. Okay, I'm sure you can see 3x minus 3x to be a 0. So f prime x, we are remaining with 3h over h, right? And h are going to cancel out. So since h and h, they have cancelled out, we are remaining with a constant there. So our f prime of x is just going to be a 3. Okay. Our final answer, our gradient is just a 3 there. Okay. All the values of h, they cancelled out. So that's how we calculate gradient from the first principles. That was for f of x is equal to 3x. What about for f of x is equal to 3? How are we going to calculate the gradient for f of x is equal to 3? Let's have a look. We'll maintain our general form for calculating gradient. Remember? So I'll erase this part. Now our f of x has changed. Our f of x is equal to 3. What are we going to get? So since our f of x is equal to 3, what is f of x plus h? Our f of x plus h will just remain as x plus h. Okay? Our f of x plus h, because in place of I'm sure you can see 3 is a constant. There's nothing to do with x there. So at the end of the day, our f of x plus h will remain as a 3. And our f of x will just become a 3 again. So we are saying f of x plus h is just going to be 3, because we don't have the value for x there. 3 only. And then our f of x is also a 3. Applying that formula, so f prime x, and then it's going to be, I'll write my h0 like that. It's going to be 3 minus 3 over h, like that. And 3 minus 3 will be a 0. So a 0 divided by h, it will still become a 0, right? So our final solution, it's a 0. So the gradient of f of x is equal to 3. It's a 0, right? I'm sure you agree with me. F of x is equal to 3 is just a horizontal line, right? And its gradient is going to be a 0 there. I hope you guys were following. So that's how we calculate the gradient from the first principles. And then our last example,